it's Matty coming at you with another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video, and welcome to Safari Quest, created by MP303. I must admit, I do love that name, and it took me actually a while to actually get the fact that it was supposed to be MP3. So, yeah, dumb moment here. I do apologise, MP3, that it's taken me so long to get around to doing this spotlight. I believe it was about 6 weeks ago I said I would do this spotlight, and obviously with just falling behind and then the illness and everything, it's taken me so long to get into this. But we are finally here. We are finally about to spotlight it. So let's have a look at this park on the workshop, shall we? So it says, visit the jungle for adventure and thrills. Nice, short, sweet and simple. So without further ado, let's hop into this park. So, here we are at the park entrance. So as soon as we come out of the spawn tunnel, we've got one of the in-game blueprints as the entrance. Now, I'm not going to lie, I would have maybe actually liked to have seen a custom building put here for the theme that it actually is. Given the fact that this is supposed to be a safari theme and it's supposed to be in Africa and things like that, maybe a custom built building would have potentially been better, I think. I just think the colour clashes a little bit. I don't think it really fits the theme, so to speak, with the park that you've gone for. Apologies that we're coming into this spotlight and instantly I am giving criticism. Believe me, that is not going to be the entire review, because I do really like this park. It's just that as soon as you come in, I just think that that entrance building is a bit clashing straight away. I just think the blue doesn't fit, if I'm honest. And also the same as well with this tree that we've got in front of us as well. Oh, Matty, what is wrong with you today? I'm being savage today. Again, just with this fairy tale tree, I'm not sure why the fairy tale tree would be there. I just don't think it really fits what it is that you're going for. It just looks out of place. But right, Matty, stop being mean and carry on. Oh, savage today. Right, we're going to go right, because if I go left is the big main coaster of the park, and I want to save that till the very end. Now, this is not the biggest park ever, so it's not going to take loads of time to actually go around this. But straight away, we've got this coaster as soon as we come in. Now, there is a lot of rides in this park, and most of the spotlight is going to be spent just on rides. Not going to lie. So, let's have a walk down the queue path. So, all this bamboo all around, nicely done. Oh, the train's just disappearing. That was rude. You could have waited for me. Come on, VIP guest. Oh, there's another one here. Don't worry, panic over. Right, let's have a look at the stats. So we've got the cheetah. I like the name. Wow, look at them stats. Almost 8 excitement. Wow, very nice. G-forces slightly high, but not too bad. Airtime count 7. 3.5 seconds of airtime. That's really good. Wow. And a top speed of 92 miles an hour. I think we're in for a bit of a treat here, guys. So without further ado, let's go for a ride and enjoy. That was absolutely mega. That was a really, really good ride. It did require just a little tiny bit of smoothing in a couple of places. The first section, I believe it just needed some very slight smoothing. All the middle section was absolutely amazing. That was absolutely fine. But then when it came back, I believe it was about here. Maybe just a little bit of slight smoothing there, but not too much. Other than that, the only other real piece of advice I would give is you massively need to adjust this brake run. It just came into the station like an absolute bat out of hell. So all of this here just needs slowing down. I've also, very unusually, forgot to lock a time in place. So we've actually got the sun going down. It's unusual. Normally I will set a time. So, but let's hop out of there. You know what? We're just going to let the sun go down. We're just going to let the sun set and walk around here as it does. Because this is beautiful as we walk down here. So some quite minimal theming around here. There's not masses going on. What is the percentage actually on? It's on 75%. Now, I don't know. Sorry, I'm changing that time of day. It was bugging me. I don't know if you are PS4 and then use the glitch, or you are PS5 and you just got 75% and thought maybe you've done enough. I'm not actually sure on that one, but maybe just a bit more theming as you come down this path potentially. And the same with this drop tower as well. It kind of just looks a little bit placed there with one of the in-game blueprints as the entrance there, but I like the immersion of it. I like all the foliage that you've done around. And also, before I actually forget to say, can we just have a look at this terrain forming? Now, I know I've got critiques as we're going around. There's little tiny things that I'm critiquing, but this terrain forming is incredible. Absolutely amazing. It really does feel like we're out in the Serengeti somewhere in the middle of Africa. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I love it. So I know I'd forget if I didn't say no. So right, so we'll carry on down here. We've got the helium ring here. Again, just some very basic, simple decoration around here. I believe this is one of the blueprints for this tree, and then the light going across, I believe. So maybe potentially just a little bit more confidence in yourself, possibly, that you can actually design these things yourself, because the things that I can see that you have done yourself are fantastic. So maybe kind of like just a little bit of belief in yourself that you can do this, because I have full faith that you can. From the things that I've seen that you have done in this park, they're amazing. So maybe not rely on blueprints so much, or if you do use blueprints, maybe just change them up a little bit as well. I mean, we all use blueprints. I've done it. I use blueprints in my parks and I'll just change them. I'll be like, do you know what? I want to make something and there's a blueprint that already looks like it, so why am I going to spend hours and hours trying to build something that's already in the game? So I'll take the blueprint, pop it down, and then I'll just modify it. I'll change it and make it my own. Put my own spin on it. Make it unique and original. So yeah, don't ever feel ashamed to use the in-game blueprints. We all do it. We do. So we come through here. We've got this other flat ride here. Let's hop out the exit. And we'll carry on walking down here. Now, one last piece of advice I think I'm going to give, because I think the rest of it is really good. But one thing I am going to say is I did have a flick through what terrain paints you've got. And one thing that I think that you could potentially do with this park that's not going to use any percentage to really bring it to life is just utilise your paint tools. So you've actually got dry grass and grass there. What I would be tempted to do is go down your paths and just do that either side of your paths down there. And I think it will really bring your park to life. Make it look more immersive. Make it look like things are being placed here. So we've got the shop here. So the shop has been put down. All the area around it is now decaying and dying. All that nice, beautiful grassland would just be dying where man has interfered. So you put that around there. Around this tree. Around here. Let's just around these trees. Just put a little bit of paint tool around them. Around these rocks. Same again. So we'll put some around there as well. And it's just these little tiny things here that just breaks it up that ever so slightly. If you're down here on this level, it just breaks up that monotone grass you've got, and it really does add to it, and it can make it so much more immersive just by utilising that paint tool. You don't need to go nuts. You could go around this entire park maybe in about half an hour, and just go around your trees, go around your flat ride. So same again, just around here, for example. So let's bring that down to about, let's take it for about 4 meters. Oh, we've got, that's the wrong one, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. So we've even got the rock as well. So you can even just like kind of maybe just bring the rock around here, you know, as well. Just have a play around with it. Just have a play with the terrain tool. Really utilise it and make it your own, and you can really start bringing your parks to life. So maybe like kind of even if you were to bring some rocks around your water features as well. So I can see that you've used the sand there, but maybe if you were to just break it in with a little bit of rock as well, and it just adds to it just that ever so little bit more. But there we go. So let's carry on down here, shall we? Let's change that camera mode back. So we're going to carry on walking down here. So we've got all these shops on our left and these vending machines as we walk down. Nice and spaced out. We've got the temple here, which is a staff room. And we come down here to this boat ride. Now, this boat ride does go on for a while, and it's also a nighttime ride. But because there is not lots and lots to look at in this park, and because this is going to be a shorter spotlight, we'll actually go for a ride on this, unusually. So let's have a walk down the queue. I like the theming that you've done around here. And the foliage that you've done, that's brilliant. We've got the crocodile there. Nice long queue path as well for this, which is good. Obviously this is one of your main attractions of the park, this and the big ride that we'll get on towards the end. I love this station as well. Not too overly done. That's perfect. I really like that. That's some absolutely great theming. And I love the fact that you put another boat on this side as well. So that you would imagine that that would be one of the staff boats. So if there was a problem out on the lake, they'd be able to jump into that and then go and help. I think that's a brilliant little touch. Really, really nice attention to detail there. What is actually going on with this ride? Why is nobody jumping on there? I'm not actually sure what's going on. I think it's maybe done that stupid little glitch, potentially. Or is it even broken down or something? No, it's not broken down. What's actually... Oh, there you go. They're going on now. How strange. Anyway, let's go for a ride. So, I think we'll carry on talking through this as well. Just as we have a look around. So we've got the animatronic hippo there. Got the archaeologists digging over there. I wonder what they're looking for. Treasure, Matty. They're looking for treasure. Duh. It's like Final Fantasy VII. Anyone who's ever played that. With Sephiroth, who leaves the giant snake there. Who could have done this? Was this Sephiroth? Amazing game. My favourite game of all time, FYI. I love that scene there. That's really good. I'm recognising a lot of in-game blueprints, but you've used them to really good effect around this ride. Really does feel like an experience as you're coming around here. So we've got the plane that's just landed there. I like how you just put some rocks on the side there. That's a nice little touch. And then we've got the temple there that's guarded by a crocodile for some reason. That's a clever crocodile guarding the temple. Very nice. Well, we've got Jasmine's hippos. Jasmine from M&J Games. There you go, she's happy. Oh, they look so happy. Happy hippos. Not hungry hippos. Oh, did anyone play that as a kid? Hungry hippos. Oh, I used to have that, and it used to drive my mum and dad insane because it was so loud. It was like bang, 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 bang. Like as me and my younger brothers were playing it, they'd be like, Matthew, stop playing Hungry Hippos, it's so loud. As we come round here, got a bit of a shipwreck there. I like the smoke around here for the ambience. It's quite a long ride, this one. It's more of an experience as it takes you on this tour of the safari and this big adventure that you've gone on. Oh, crocodile there. And then we've got the steamboat. Them kind of steamboats are quite synonymous with kind of like the African tours and everything, and the jungle safaris and things like that. Jungle cruise. I love that blueprint over there. I actually used that one in Tomb Flumer in Eden Gardens. I used that blueprint. Really good one. And we've got the temple just up there. I do really like how you've actually sectioned off the entire park with bamboo trees and foliage going around the entire park. So there's very few times in the park, unless you're on one of the coasters, you can actually see outside the borders, which I think is a really nice touch. I do like it when people do that. It just makes your park so much more immersive. Oh dear, that crocodile seems to be going up and eating the survivors of that plane. Or plane crash. Oh dear. Easy meal for him. This is a really good ride. I have really enjoyed this. I think this has been really good. I've liked the scenes that you've set and the animatronics that you've got around. It's just a shame that you can't have more animals in the game. Obviously I understand they've got Planet Zoo for a reason and they're not going to want to merge the two too heavily, but if you're doing like a safari park like this, the fact that you can't have elephants or giraffes or any kind of like wild cats or anything like that, it's just a bit of a shame. You do have some floating trees up there. I'm not sure what that's all about. Just a little bit of an oversight there. Just the floating trees that you'd missed. I sometimes see clipping when I do spotlights, but it's not often I see just full-blown floating trees. So, and I believe this is now coming round towards the end of the ride. Let's speed it up, because this has been a long time. We come under the bridge there. And there we go, back into the station again. So there we go. So, yeah, really good ride. I enjoyed that. Certainly one of the big features of the park. I can now see why it was taking so long for people to get on. I've just noticed. So, you've put the exit all the way down here. Now, if keep an eye on them guests. There you go. Now they've just left is when they can get on. And it will slow down your guest flow on rides massively. Now, if you put your exit here, and you could even then bring the path all the way down and then connect it to that. So you can still have the same path, but just move the exit. So the exit's all the way down here. The second the guests have gone through that exit gate, the next lot of people will get on the ride. And it will just encourage that guest flow so much better, and it will make your ride flow a lot better. So moving forward, you definitely want to try and be mindful of where you're putting your exits for your rides. But I believe that is this half of the park done. So yep, it is indeed. So let's come back this way. We're going to hop straight over the river and just have a look at this wheel. So that's going to give great sight lines of the park as well. It really is. So apologies if you can hear the washing machine in the background. I'm not sure if that will come through or not, but if it does, I am very sorry. But it's just finished, so it's all good. So let's have a walk down here. And I believe we're now going back to the other side of the park. And see what I mean? It wasn't lots to look at, really. So we're back to the entrance and now going left. So here we go. So again, just some more shops, staff rooms, toilets, just the in-game blueprints used again. Right, now I believe we've actually got, I think it's 2 or maybe even 3 different rides to go on here. I'm not sure. I think is there a log flume as well? I can't remember. I know there's a river rapids. Then we've got the big coaster. No, I don't think there is a log flume. Okay, ignore me. Right, so there we go. Now, because of the length of this river rapids, we're not actually going to go for a ride of it, because we are going to be here for a long time if we do. So instead, we're just going to go for an imaginary ride. So, off we go. I like this little airfield that you've built here. That is really good. That's really nice. And that's a building that you've made yourself as well. And that building is great. So, just going back to my earlier point, just believe in yourself a little bit more, because the things that you're doing are fantastic. Is there a decoration in there? No. Just double checking, just in case you've done an entire interior and I missed it. Oh, I love this. How the coaster goes right over the top of you. That's amazing. Let's go through the cave. Oh, we're going to get very wet on this. Oh, some great theming around here. Nice big climb up there. And then down. Look at this. This is amazing. That is absolutely incredible. Just breathtaking sightlines. But you can probably see why we didn't actually come for a ride on this, because we would have been here forever. I just love how the coaster comes so close, you know. That is awesome. The river rapids and the coaster basically just intertwine. They're always crossing each other. Where are these river rapids? I haven't actually seen a single raft as we're going around. Now the ride is open. I've just not seen it. Oh, there we go. There's one, finally. So we go under the coaster. Oh, let's chase it. Come back. Wow. What an experience this is. Do you know what? I thought we were coming to the end then. I actually thought we were coming round to the station, but no. No, we're not. Thinking heck. It's just going on and on and on. I wonder how much percentage this ride takes up. It's still going. It's a good job we didn't go for a POV ride on this. The spotlight would have been 2 hours long. I mean, as amazing as this is, it's not realistic, is it? This park has not gone for ultra realism. That's. I think we can all 100% agree on that. I mean, for a start, you'd spend the entire day on this ride. This is the longest river rapids I think I have ever seen. It's still going! What? I think it's taken me about 5 minutes to do a zoom around. So imagine how long it would have been if we were sat on it. There we go, back to the station. Wow. Wow. That was sensational. That was an impressive build. I just need to have a look at the results. So duration 752 seconds. Hang on, I'm just going to get my phone. So I think that's about 12 minutes, I believe, give or take 12 minutes of real time. Let me just find the calculator on my phone. I'm not the best at maths in the world, so especially when I can't even find the calculator on my phone. I believe that's about 12 minutes, give or take. Why can I not find the calculator on my phone? That's really annoying. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Found it. So 752 divided by 60. 12 and a half minutes. Oh, there you go. My maths wasn't as bad as I thought. So 12 and a half minutes real world time to go around that ride. That's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. And out of curiosity, how much does it take up? Almost 20%. Almost 20% just on the ride. Without even the theming. That's insane. I have never seen a single ride take up so much percentage before. Without any kind of theming. Wow. Kudos for that. That was certainly an experience and a half. So we've got the flat ride. I like how you've used the plain flat ride next to the airport. Makes sense. So we come round here. Now I believe this is the end of the park. We've just got this one ride to go. So we walk down here. You certainly like to build your grande ride experiences. This park is just one giant experience. And I love it. It's certainly unique. It's certainly original. I love the station that you've done as well. Really nice station. You guys can wait there before you go disappearing. Thank you very much. So, let's have a look at the stats. So, we've got Inkwazi. Okay. So, nice stats again. Green across the board. 189 seconds. So this is a 3-minute ride. Wow. G-forces are a little bit high. Max speed of 124 miles an hour. Number of emissions 8. Airtime count 9. 11 seconds of airtime. Wow. Again, I think we're in for a treat here, guys. So without further ado, let's go for a ride. Enjoy. Wow. What an experience that was. That was sensational. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it was the smoothest coaster in the world, because it wasn't. It did require some smoothing as you went around, but as an actual experience, that was absolutely sensational. I love how it spends most of its ride time hugging the ground as well. Now, of course, it does have the inversions, like the loop there where it goes up and over, but the vast majority of the time it is actually hugging the terrain, going up and over the tips of the hills and the mountains. Absolutely fantastic. And the way that it was going past the rapids as well. Now, of course, when we went on the point of view of the rapids, we were saying how close this coaster got, and then when you're actually on the coaster just whizzing past the rapids, it was awesome. It was really, really good. The only tiny critique or piece of advice I would probably give is I would be tempted to change the colour of the coaster from blue to some kind of brown, some kind of like musty browny orangey colour, just to kind of like blend in with the rocks and make it like fit in a bit more. I think the blue just kind of clashes a little bit on the rock face, if that makes sense. You could actually really kind of bring that in and make it, I don't know, blend in more naturally, I guess. I don't know. Other people might disagree with me, but me personally, I think it would have looked a bit better, maybe just as a bit of a rustic brown or orange. But other than that, absolutely fantastic. I love the terrain work that you've done all around here. I think it's absolutely amazing. And what a great little park as well. It's so unique and so original. This last few weeks on the channel, I've done some really unique parks actually. Really different and quirky parks. I mean, we had the Rainbow Mountains Park that we had, and then we had the Fantasy Island, and now we've got this one. The things that people create in this game are just amazing. People's imaginations they blow my mind. I don't know where you would begin with something like this. So I really do tip my hat off to you, MP3. I think it's amazing, and I would love to see what you come up with next. But I think that is the park done, so let's just have a quick look at the park as an overview at night. So we haven't got masses in the sense of lights going on, to be honest. Most of the light is coming from the buildings that you've placed down. I think pretty much all of it is the buildings that you've placed down, actually, maybe with the exception of the airfield, potentially, where you've put the runway there with the sides. I love that. That is ace. I do really like this little airfield that you built. Strange as it sounds, that might be one of my favourite things of the park. That sounds really silly, but I just think it's original. I like it. I like the originality of it. But yeah, there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this spotlight. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please consider leaving a like and a subscribe if you are new, and also consider joining the Discord as well. I'll leave the link for that down below. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you soon for more Planet Coaster content. Goodbye, everybody.